Hey everyone, it's Alexander Robinson. Welcome to the channel. I am back at Disneyland, not to ride this, unfortunately. As much as that would be fun to do, I'm actually here with only 4 hours left before the park closed. I literally came here from my day job, and now I'm just spending the rest of the time here. Gonna be doing Star Wars stuff. There have been new changes made to Galaxy's Edge since the last time I was here, so I'm gonna check all those out, and then hop on Star Tours and Hyperspace Mountain. So consider this my own personal Star Wars day, even though we're long past that, but we've got Mandalorian and Grogu opening this week, so without further ado, let's get this trip started. I definitely hear some new music with the tunnel. Okay, so it has that same mythical feeling that the old music had. It's just the Star Wars theme, not the Galaxy's Edge theme that John Williams composed. So I'm glad that they made their own version of it rather than just use the opening title crawl version that we've seen in all the movies. So I like that. It still gives us that feeling that we've been transported to another galaxy. Speaking of music, there's definitely a lot of music here, and the flags are different. Not exactly sure what these flags are supposed to be, but like I said last time, minimal changes, because these were originally First Order flags. Here's our favorite hunk of junk in the galaxy, the Millennium Falcon. I wasn't initially planning to do Smugglers Run, because the Mandalorian and Grogu update doesn't actually take place until the movie comes out, which as I'm recording this, it's actually May 12th, but the video is going to be uploaded the week the movie comes out. So again, I don't think they've changed much, but it's only a 20-minute wait, and right now Rise of the Resistance is down for technical difficulties. Shocker. So I might give it a shot. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Also cigar. Checking in. What do you need? Not too much. Checking in with you, Gar. You need anything? No, in fact, if I can get back to work, I appreciate it. Yeah, if you can get back to work, everyone would appreciate it. Thanks, Gar. Wow.
Yeah, Gar, get back to work. Sorry, just being random.
What luck? The Millennium Falcon, the fastest ship in the galaxy. Speed means profit. Chewbacca, my fine buddy friend. Yes, as we discussed. You can leave the ship here. The spaceport has plenty of room, especially for the Falcon. What? No, it is perfectly safe. Okay, time to go, so, I built you the perfect ship. Move along, my friends. Listen carefully and remember, the better you work together, the more you earn. Intercepting a First Order train shipment of coaxium.
Okay, so I guess we're in the sequel trilogy now.
Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo.
Just got off Smugglers Run, and now I'm gonna time travel 30 years into the future because Rise of the Resistance is back up. As I expected, the current ride is still set within the sequel trilogy era because they mentioned the First Order and Resistance. It's the same thing as before. 45-minute wait. Let's do this, because 45 minutes for this ride is pretty darn good.
Incoming transmission for Bray. BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Shouldn't you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a First Order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batuu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pakara. Welcome to the cause. May the Force be with us.
Commander Poe Dameron and a squadron of X-Wings shall escort us to the rendezvous point on Pakara. Roger. This is Black Leader. I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits. Well, no time to waste. Let's get you on your way to the general.
And now it is nighttime.
Initiate green light sequence on deck 3 for Picard. The responsibility on the board now. Transport is away in 30 seconds. Good. Open another hyperdrive. Yes. Check the hyperdrive also.
Transport takeoff in 20 seconds.
Hyperdrive need to get it out of I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
It still blows my mind to walk out here every time. Yeah, I'm moving. And this is what I was saying in my last video that I was talking about this place. This looks very different from an Imperial Star Destroyer. So, yeah, you just can't simply change this like you can Black Spire Outpost.
The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Some noise coming out of this wall. These are some really noisy stormtroopers, or... it's probably noisy stormtroopers. Oh, here we go.
You out of here. Come down and find your color. Let's go.
Let's go quickly.
Hello, droid. Thank you for the rescue.
For your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners. We have a breach in attention 1-3. Take cover, recruits. If anyone's backing a blaster, now's a good time. The escape pod's just below us. Wait, why are you going up? I'm getting down. Up is bad. Up is real bad. Escape routes came in a little off target.
How disrespectful, leaving these astromechs to rot in this bush. I swear, droids do not get the respect they deserve. Okay, so a lot to catch up on. First of all, Rise of the Resistance is the same as it always is, a ton of fun. And since renewing my magic key, I have had 3 trips so far. 2 of them, I couldn't go on Rise of the Resistance. One because of maintenance. It was closed for refurbishment. The second time I was with a friend and we were trying to do Rise of the Resistance, but we just couldn't fit that into our time. And they always say 3rd time's the charm, so I finally did it. As for Smugglers Run, I figured that it would be the same situation where you're helping the Resistance steal coaxium from the First Order. Kind of weird because Black Spire Outpost is changed to the original trilogy setting, and in the room with the animatronic Hondo, there's no indication at all of either the First Order or Resistance. So that's a little strange, but whatever. So now I'm gonna head over to Tomorrowland to do Star Tours and Hyperspace Mountain. But before I do that, I wanted to briefly talk about the show that I saw, the projection show behind the Millennium Falcon called Shadow of Memories. This is basically Galaxy's Edge equivalent to the Magic of Hogwarts projection show at Universal. You could clearly tell that this show was made with the mindset that this place was going to be set to the sequel trilogy, because the narrator that guides you through this show tells it as if it were a fairy tale, and it basically ends with this giant chant, say his name, Skywalker, as in to keep the hope alive after Luke's sacrifice in The Last Jedi. Again, a little weird considering where Black Spire Outpost is in terms of the timeline, but again, I don't care. This is not a movie, this is not a TV show, this is like a theme park. When it comes to theme parks or video games, I could care less about canon. So that projection show was a lot of fun, and I'm actually gonna show you some highlights. I'm not gonna put up a whole video because there was a lot of talking in between and cast members telling guests to move along, as the stormtroopers would say. And hopefully one day I can come back and do a full day here at Disneyland, see more of Galaxy's Edge in its new form, because I haven't seen any stormtroopers, I haven't seen Luke, Han, Leia, or Vader. So there's clearly a lot more that I have to see. But as a first impression, with the John Williams music playing in the background, I dig it. So here's some highlights from Shadow of Memories, and I'll see you guys in Tomorrowland.
Smugglers and scoundrels, pirates and rogues, travelers and adventurers. Welcome. My name is Tohan Ledge, the Lore Weaver. Tonight, I invite you to join me around the fire of memory for a tale of prophecy. The story of a destiny fulfilled, a darkened curse, and a final redemption. His life was without freedom, but he would grow to become cunning and brave. Soon these talents would draw the eyes of evil. Became foe, and where a brother once stood, now an enemy is forged. Now the future must be forged on twin paths. A young Jedi learned the old ways. The brother and sister were reunited and brought light back to the galaxy, finally securing a time of peace for a while. Cycles have passed, but the way of the Jedi perseveres. Rivers of story became myth, and myth collected into pools of rumor. To pass on to others the power of the Force, this is the legacy of the Jedi. Raise your lights high against the darkness and share this tale. In the name of resistance, speak the name Skywalker. Skywalker. Skywalker.
Okay, flash forward to Tomorrowland. I had to navigate a parade that was just ending near It's a Small World. I think it was Paint the Night. Anyway, Star Tours is at a 10-minute wait, last I checked, and Hyperspace Mountain is at 70. So let's head to Star Tours and finish at Space. Maybe I'm getting this confused with Magic Kingdom, but I feel like this ride has been under maintenance in refurbishment forever. I know theirs just recently reopened, and I think we're getting the same changes that they did over there.
Whatever your desire, you'll find it on Naboo. Non-stop flights depart daily, so don't delay. Visit Naboo today.
I feel like Naboo is the planet I would most want to live at in the Star Wars galaxy.
Naboo, most beautiful planet. Guns and rather annoying. Don't just jump on. Hold on.
All passengers, please prepare for immediate boarding.
What are you doing? I have no idea. Then stay put. Why? If you want to stay alive, you're going to need some cover.
Boy, Star Tours is just an endless package of surprises because we got the sequel trilogy segments. We got Kylo Ren, Jakku, BB-8, and Crate. But when we were going to Jakku, instead of Finn calling us on the little TV screen, it was Rey. The Force Awakens has been out for over 10 years, and that segment on Jakku is over 10 years old. I didn't even know getting Rey was a possibility, so that was a huge surprise. Yeah, but still fun. I love going on Star Tours and always finding something new that I'd never seen before, like I did at Disneyland Paris when I saw those extra Tauntauns on Hoth. So that was a fun surprise there. And if anything, it made me want to go rewatch The Last Jedi after doing the Crate segment. But now I think it's time that we end this impromptu Star Wars day at Disneyland with Hyperspace Mountain. Its current wait time is 85 minutes, but there is a single rider line option available, so I'm gonna go do it. Okay, I love the orange and blue projection of Space Mountain. Kind of reminds me of a certain YouTube banner artwork on both channels. That was a shameless act of self-promotion, so I apologize for that. Yeah, let's do Hyperspace Mountain. Thank you, Admiral Akbar. This is actually my first time doing this Hyperspace Mountain since I did the version in Disneyland Paris a year ago. A year ago this month, I was in Disneyland Paris. Absolute blast. No matter which version of Space Mountain you're on, it's a first-class attraction in every sense of the word. So yeah, like I said, this is my first time doing this version of Hyperspace Mountain since I went to Disneyland Paris, and the Disneyland Paris version of Space Mountain is the better coaster, or at the very least the more intense coaster, but the Star Wars theme just does not fit with that Space Mountain. It works perfectly in this one. Like, they utilize the screens better, you could see all the stars, there's more clarity, whereas at Disneyland Paris, it feels really half-assed. It's still an amazing coaster, and I would love it if Disneyland Paris went back to the original Space Mountain from Earth to the Moon. I forget what the name is called. Or Mission 2. I would love to experience that original version of the attraction and compare it to the original Space Mountain we have here. But still, ton of fun. I am tired, guys, so I am going to leave the park. We got about 40 minutes before Disneyland closes, but I came here from work. I started work at 9 a.m. today, and I'm tired, so I gotta go home. You know, whenever I exit Disneyland, I always exit on the right-hand side, close to City Hall. I think I'm gonna exit this way for a change, because why not? And here we are to a very dead, very peaceful, I guess this is called the Disneyland Plaza, because you got the entrance to California Adventure right there, and then behind me, the entrance to Disneyland. It was a fun day. Even though I only had 4 hours in this park, I managed to do everything I wanted to do. I rode 4 attractions: Smugglers Run, Rise of the Resistance, Star Tours, and Hyperspace Mountain. I worked in a show. It was a lot of fun. Like I said earlier in the vlog, this is the first time I've ever come to Disneyland straight from work. And it's something that I would love to do in the future, but considering how far Disneyland is from work and the rising cost of gas, I don't see myself doing this that often. So I probably won't be back at Disneyland until after the summer season, because I have the lowest tier of Magic Key, and next time I would love to experience a full day here, explore all of Galaxy's Edge and see all the new changes that I couldn't see in this one because, you know, only 4 hours in the park. And I still owe you guys a full-on vlog of California Adventure. Can I spend a full day in California Adventure without park hopping to Disneyland? So those are 2 videos to look forward to in the future. I would actually like to try to come to Disneyland via Metrolink, see how that works out rather than paying the $40 for parking. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it to the end, that must mean you really like it. So consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below on your thoughts on the new Galaxy's Edge. And if you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, you can find me on Instagram, Letterboxd, Blue Sky, Patreon, and Alexander Robinson Reviews right here on YouTube. Have a good day, take care, and until I see y'all next time, safe travels.